Hi everyone, welcome to the Seminara household. As most of you know, I really love to cook, so we thought it would be a very fun thing to share one of my favorite recipes for the holiday. In fact, I have to go out this evening and it was a request of the household that I'm going to that I bring this recipe, so I'd like to share it with you. It's called Panzanella Verde, and that translates into green salad, really. Green bread, it's a bread salad is what we're gonna make. So I did the majority of the prep work before we started this video. So I am doubling the recipe, so I'm gonna come clear with that. But the recipe that I'm gonna supply you in my weekly email is gonna be for a single batch, but this is a double batch for the amount of people that I have this evening. So I have 2 loaves of ciabatta bread that you can get anywhere, cubed and toasted already. So that's what's here. And the rest of the recipe calls for chopped celery, chopped cucumber, scallions, parsley, basil, Kalamata olives, and this is my addition to the recipe. Italians love to fix recipes or make them their own, and this is my addition, which is little pearl mozzarella balls. So it's a very easy recipe, but it is a labor of love in that you need to chop and rip apart the basil leaves and chop up everything else. But it's very simple on the scale of recipes. It's a very simple recipe. So essentially what you do is take your bread, your toasted bread, it's nice and hard and crumbly, and you put it into your bowl. And then you're gonna just dump all of your stuff in. Again, celery, this is a full cup, which I think the recipe calls for, I'm looking at the recipe right now, calls for 1 celery ring. I think I did 3, just so you know. This is cucumber, diced cucumber. Okay, you just kind of toss this all together. This is parsley leaves that are torn or chopped up. Gotta get every last bit. This is fresh basil torn. And by the way, I like not other professional stuff, just a regular mom and wife. So I did all this prepping myself, by the way. And here are your Kalamata olives. You can get those, they have to be pitted, and you can get those anywhere. And then you chop them up. I'm not telling you all the amounts because I'll give you the recipe and you can determine how much you will need if you want to double it or not. This is a pretty big, hefty serving. And then there's scallions, chopped scallions. So that's essentially it. And then again, this is my addition. The recipe doesn't call for it, but I really like it. If you don't like mozzarella, you can certainly use any other kind of cheese you might like. I've made this before with shaved Parmesan. I've also made it with shaved Romano, so I like locatelli, just so you know. But you could use whatever you want, but I like the mozzarella. So then you just toss this all together, and the dressing is really simple. I'll make it, but I'm not gonna pour it on my actual salad until I go to the event because it does really make the bread soggy, and you don't really want to have soggy bread. So I'm going to double it again. It calls for a 1/3 cup of olive oil. So I'm going to use 2/3, obviously. Put that in your bowl. And a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, so 1/2 cup for me. Okay, and then you need salt and pepper, which is, you need 1/4 teaspoon of salt for a regular, so I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon. If you like it a little bit more salty, you may want to add more. I use kosher salt, which is a little stronger than typical salt. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, so we're going to use a whole teaspoon. I'm just going to make it easy. And taking the lid off. And then you want to emulsify it before you actually put it onto your bread. And as I said, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to go out for a couple of hours now, and it's not going to be served for a couple of hours. So that's it. So I hope you liked being here in my home. I loved sharing my home and one of my very special recipes with you. And I wish you and your family very, very happy holidays. Thank you.